Hey everyone, Patrick here, and as we continue into the year of sales and marketing efficiency, I wanted to introduce you to a technology that hasn't even made it past beta yet. Let's imagine that you just had a great sales call. The person you're speaking with committed to sharing information with their boss, with their colleagues, and they also had interest in learning more about a couple different white papers that you mentioned your firm had recently produced. And you want to give them everything, but you hate that feeling of not knowing whether or not they actually follow through with what they promised. I know sometimes when people ask for white papers, I'm torn. Do I send them to my gated content page where they actually have to fill out their information so I know they went through and read it? Or do I just send them the PDF because I know them a little better and I'll just assume that they're going to read it? Well, as I mentioned, still in open beta, Boston-based Postwire has swooped in to save the day and save me from this dilemma. So what they do is they allow you to build custom pages that you can track the viewing and sharing activity of the people you send them to. And what it does is it allows users to build conversations around the content and resources you share with them. So why don't we look at some of the basic functionality of Postwire and then talk about some of its use cases and pricing, and share with you why I think you need to at least give Postwire a half hour to see if it could add some value to your sales process and maybe your marketing process. So let's assume that you've registered for your account for Postwire. You'll see a page like this. It's essentially your home page, your home feed of the individual personal pages you've created and the activity that's going on with those pages. But before you build those, you probably want to build your library. And so that falls under My Content. And under My Content, you can create collections and share actual individual pieces of content. So let's just create a new collection here. Test for YouTube video. I'm going to upload a PDF to this collection. There we go. And I'm going to say, you know what, this is the perfect title minus final and that extra space there. Done editing. And you can do this with video, PDFs as you just saw there, images, links to other resources. It creates a hub that you can then build off of and track what people are doing. So let's pretend that's everything I wanted to add to that collection. Now, once we've built out our content, it's time to actually share this content. So you do that by this nice little quick share button. And you get a blank page here. So you can name it, and if I take a best practice from vSnap, a video technology that I've done a review of, they say that you really should use the individual's name that you're creating something for in the document that you're creating. It increases the response. So I'm going to say, for Jeff. And then I can actually just use existing content. I could also, in the moment, upload new content, but I'm going to say, you know what, I want you to take a look at my time trade review. So I just click select there. And I also want to share the collection beep resources as well as the individual PDF success with voicemail. I add these three items, and you can just see that there's a little image for that collection beep resources. There's the video that actually plays in page that I've included, and the PDF. So when I'm ready, I'm not going to make it secure, but I'm going to invite people to this, and I'm going to invite Jeff. And then we can see here there's a standard language. You can edit it however you'd like, of course. Click invite. So this page is shared with Jeff at Marketing Webinars. Now, everyone you share it with will be shown right here. So that's something to think about, that people will see who it's been shared with. But once you've sent it out, you can then track. So let's pretend we're on the receiving end here. This is what it looks like if you send just through the Postwire sharing option, the logo you've uploaded, and then the message you have here, and then the link to view. I'm going to copy this link. And there we have it, the Postwire page as viewed by the recipient. And I could click on, oh, you know what, I want to see what this PDF is. So I click there and it's going to load up the PDF. I could actually write a comment here. This is great. Now, from your perspective, not only do you get to see the feed of who's been viewing your Postwire pages right here in the right side column, you'll also get Outlook emails notifying you when someone has looked at your Postwire pages if you want those notifications. And then, maybe there's a really hot prospect. You're very excited about the momentum that seemed to be going on at their organization. Not only are you going to be able to see who they share the content with, but you'll also be able to see who's viewing what. So if we just go to the edit page of a specific Postwire page, you flip the tab from comments to activity, and you can actually see what content's been accessed. And this can either prompt you to know that you are well on your way and the momentum is strong and real and the person wasn't just being nice to you on the phone, or maybe for some reason it seems to have gone flat. And so you ping them with an email. So in use cases, we've already covered a couple, but I really think the strongest potential, at least comes to my mind, is after the sales call. I feel like every sales call I have has additional content they might find value in, or maybe they just want a discussion document or proposal. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I always get nervous sending content when I can't track whether people are utilizing it, because I know how busy people are, and I want to make sure I help continue the momentum. What's also great about the post-sales call scenario with Postwire is they do have an Outlook plugin. So let's say you've written up your follow-up email to Jeff, and then you decide, let me create a quick Postwire page on the fly. And so what you can either do is use recently uploaded content, you can upload new content, then you just select what you'd actually like to have on Jeff's page, and then you can create a new one on the fly here for Jeff. You create a description right here, and you just hit add 3 items. And what that's going to do is actually upload a little Postwire image and link. For me, I don't like images in my emails all the time, especially when they're one-to-one, so I would just say have that link right here. Now, one interesting thing is right now you have to make a new page when you use the Outlook plugin. You can't access, say, a library of existing pages. Some other scenarios are maybe after a webinar, before a salesperson had a chance to talk with someone, the salesperson might leave a voicemail and then send a Postwire page follow-up saying something along the lines of, based on your poll responses in last week's webinar, I thought you might find value in these 2 ebooks and this additional on-demand recording. Something that will really make an impact, that this has been personally created for the individual based on what's going on at their organization as far as the salesperson knows. Another scenario might be after a networking event. The key here is it's really geared towards individual follow-up. I'm not sure how I would use Postwire for a big group, and so if you do send it to a big group, you lose control in that everyone can see who you send it to, and those people can actually share and add comments. So I guess that counts as a concern with Postwire, though I guess maybe it's also more of just a desire to be able to use it in more ways. In terms of other concerns with Postwire, I guess my concerns are really like future feature requests, like a greater level of editing with the actual pages themselves, maybe changing the font size or the priority each item's given, so you can have bigger images that are weighted for, say, a white paper that you think are more important than just a little aspect like a one-pager. And I also think that it'd be nice to be able to drag and drop the order of which the documents are placed in the Postwire page. As far as I can tell, you can only kind of trick it into going in the order you'd like if you change your mind after you've uploaded them by selecting which one should be the first document and then selecting which one should be the next first document to kind of reorder it that way. So just very minor things that I'm sure will be rolled out in future releases. I'm also sure that you'll understand why I'm not too concerned about these minor details when you look at the cost to Postwire. So let's look at that. They'll offer a free account, which is a great way to check it out, and then it's essentially priced by how many pages you want, or if you want password security on your pages. So they have the free, the starter plan, and the pro plan. I think no matter which plan you go for, it's a great deal for the amount of visibility and customization that's going to allow you to have in the sales process. Priced right, easy to use, you can literally be sharing Postwire pages 10 minutes after registering for a free account, and it has clear immediate value to how it can improve the efficiency and visibility into your sales process. I think you and your team need to sit down and discuss how to implement Postwire into your sales process. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and do look for more reviews on technology that's going to improve your efficiency to marketing and sales in 2013.